Hello, everyone. This is your friend Divyesh, and welcome to the day number 26. We have finished five projects. Now we are moving to the sixth project. I hope you are learning something new, and these are the really important things that you can create and you can modify as per your requirement. But the most important thing is to take actions and to finish these projects. Okay. So today we are going to learn about the inventory control sheet. So basically, how our sales and purchase has been recorded, and how the impact comes in our main inventory sheet, and how we can check whether we have proper inventory or not. So this is what we are going to create today. So let me just show you how it looks. So this is how it looks. I'll kept it simple. I'll keep it simple. Like for example, this is our ABC Enterprises. Date automatically changes. We have this stock inventory status, for example, product name and all these things. So I kept it for like an electronic shop. You can change all the product names and all as per your requirement. Okay. Then the in quantity, the purchase amount, the out quantity, the sale amount, the cost of sales, and then the closing quantity and stock value. So this is our current status, which we can share with the management and with the owner or your boss or with the senior accountant. That this is the stock we have right now. This the second part is actual condition of pieces, or you can say quantity. For example, if I quick air conditioner, it will show you uh, we have three air conditioner of this particular coding. So this we have purchased one, then 02s and 03. So these let's say four air conditioner we have. So if you could just go here and find air conditioner, we have around. We'll check this also. Yeah, three. See, I just refresh that. So one is from this, one is from this, and one is from this. So total air conditioner we have this quantity, and it should match with the physical quantity. The thing with it we need is our sales report and our sales sheet and our purchase sheet. So our sales sheet mention all the sales, invoice wise sales, and then how much quantity we have used and from where we have used this quantity. Our purchase sheet is a little detailed one because we need to create the inventory flow also. So that's why we kept as much information as we can. And then this masters is very simple. Like I just kept these three masters if in case if we need any for any reporting. Otherwise, we don't need this for this particular project. But the main thing is this: the products that we are buying right now, we in our inventory. So I'm not going to create the masters, but I'm just showing you what is the master I have created. So you can sample it, and you can use from this Excel sheet, but you can just change it the name of all the products. Okay. So the product is like LED TV, smartphone, laptop, and all. The brand is, let's say, Voltas and all these things. And then we have the product ID. Product ID is like sample ID that we can give as per our requirement. So this is like any random ID you can create, and you can just give it to. I just created this random ID. Then we have purchase. So purchase is date of the purchase, invoice number, then the client name, product that we have purchased, the product ID, the same product ID that we are using here. Since we are using the same kind of product name, that's why we need to keep it proper product ID. So the use of product ID, because you know what happens sometimes we can name product. We can add product name differently. Like sometimes LED 42, LED TV 42, TV LED 42. So this text mismatch should not be there. That's why we have created this product ID. So it always remain constant, and we can connect different tables with this product ID. Then we have the FIFO list. FIFO list is basically this column shows us that every time we repeat this purchase, it should sequence as two. For example, this is our first sequence. So why we are doing this? Just to maintain our stock as per FIFO basis. Okay, so when we sell, we always sell the first number. For example, if we are selling LED TV, we need to sell the first purchase first, and then we will sell the second. Let's say, for example, LED TV 1, and then if we purchase more LEDs, it will show you the second number. See, it is showing the second sequence. Then if we purchase again, it will show you automatically, it will show the third sequence. So this is like kind of coding we are doing. And then what we did is we connect our product ID with our FIFO number, and we have created a unique ID of that particular product. Okay. Then we have added the units that we have purchased, per unit price, total purchase price, which is basically this multiplication by this, and then extra cost like freight or some kind of loading unloading charges that we have paid, because since we it is a part of purchase cost we have added here. And then total cost will be here, and then we'll just add it formula to bring the per unit cost. This is our sample purchase sheet, and there are few information there, but let me just explain for sales sheet. In sales sheet we have date, invoice, our invoice number, because here see these are party invoice number, so they might be different, but here we need to make a sequence, so it's like a keeping the proper documentation also. So we keep the proper sequence so we can track our physical documents on this sequence also. And then client name, you can directly link these sheet from our customer database that I have created on, I think, first or second days, right? So you can connect there also. And then the product name that we have sold, the units that we have sold, and what is the price of selling, we can put here. And after that we need to put the purchase reference. This is very important, because when we are selling this, we just not giving the selling information, but we are connecting the purchase information of that product here in the same sheet. Okay, so how we just put the purchase reference, which is the code. For example, how many LED TV we sold, but under which category. There are three type of category, in inventory we have shown, let's say LED TV. So there are three categories. So we need to mention which category we are selling. If FIFO 1 is 1, basically in first category we had purchased only one and we sold one. So now next we need to issue from the second category. Otherwise it will be mismatch. Okay. And then the per unit cost and the purchase cost we will link from our uh, purchase sheet here. And then the purchase cost is basically formula for this multiplication by this. And then we will add a margin also. Margin is basically sale price minus purchase price divided by the percentage of this thing. So we can actually track in each and every purchase how much we have added the percentage profit ratio. So let's start with the simple sales sheet. Sales in the sales. So do it with me. So we are not creating the master because it is very simple. So you can just copy this. But when you creating sale, copy create a new sheet and then do what I'm doing right now. So we need, these are the columns. Let me just copy it for you. Okay, and you can also copy this. So first we need this, all these columns. Okay, let me just make it big. In the up, we add the ABC enterprises. I'm making quickly so you can take some time to analyze and to create some linking, but it is very important to create this stock summary. This is not like an ordinary stock summary where you just link sale and purchase. It is more dynamic, where you can find so many information by just clicking these things. So create with me sales summary, let's say. Okay, and then we will alt HBA. I'm also speaking the shortcuts sometimes, so you can use these shortcuts for creating the quick navigation. And then we'll just select this and Control T, My table has header. Okay. So sales usually brings money, so keep it green. Let's say we keep this green. Okay. So far we have date, invoice, client ID, product, and then we will just take our sales from here. Uh, let's just bring purchase first. Okay. Because first we need to purchase and then we will sell. Purchase. Okay. So we have purchase. Now in purchase we need these columns. So you can simply copy this. Then I'll show you how to link this. Control C. Then Alt S V. Then we'll just select Alt HOI, Alt HW, then Control B. Now we'll select this. We'll just keep little bit Alt HBA and Control T. Now my table is header, enter. Now since it is taking money out of the business, I just kept it uh, red or orange. Okay. Let's just keep this one. Okay, so far so good. So now we need the purchase. See, I'm not going to add all the purchase one by one. I'll just copy these purchase. Let's say these are the invoices that we have uh, uh, in last sometime we have purchased. So Alt V. Sorry, you need to copy the exact. So it will format. It will take the format of date automatically. Okay, so dates are here. Now we will need the invoice. So we'll just take invoice. Then I'll explain you. Don't worry. Invoice is here. Then client. We have this client, this. So what it does is we have purchased on 1st June this invoice. This is the invoice number of Rajesh Electronics LED TV we have purchased. And what we did is here we just go. Let me just whenever we let me just simplify this. Whenever we purchase anything, what we find in that information in that particular invoice, the major information I date, invoice, client name, product, or quantity, amount. So we will fill that data first. Okay, that's what we are doing, and then we will put let's say units that we have purchased. This is going to be a manual filling. You can simply create a form. You know how we created form. So units that we have purchased, and then we come the purchase price, how much we paid. So purchase price, and then again any extra cost, let's say freight or something that we have paid. We'll just copy this. This is a sample data, that's why we are copying it. Extra cost, this. So far there is no additional thing we need to copy. Okay, so we have done all these things. Yeah, so from the invoices we have added these things. Now what we need to do is first the product ID we need to link. So X lookup, the product name, lookup value, then we will go to masters and we will link this first. Enter. So this is table, so that's why it's copying all these things. Now in the FIFO, what we need to do is we need to copy the count formula. So how it works, see, if you see here, we added count if D, let me just make it big. So count if D dollar, the column we have fixed. So every time it should move in the column, but uh, the total should be from this particular thing, and every time it should check the same thing. Let me just keep it simple. So count if the something is repeating. For example, if LED is repeating, then automatically it checks a whole table like D5. It will check D5, and then If it is repeating, it will count and it will give a sequence number. This is how the formula works. So you can just simply copy this formula. It is very hard to explain these things because it's like formula that can actually help you to count the things. But what we did is, let me just put where we did it. Yeah, it's fine. So we'll just put this formula count if, then freeze this data and comma D5. Okay, count if this series is repeating. So this is the formula. Just copy and paste. So now you can check it. Let's say LED TV, and if LED TV is repeating again, it will give you the sequence number 2. And if it is repeating again, it will give you the sequence number 3. So this is how what we will do is we will create the FIFO sequence. FIFO sequence means when goods are coming, the same goods are coming, we need to keep it in a FIFO sequence, first in, first out. So that's why we are creating this sequence. And now what we'll do is we'll connect the product code and the FIFO code, and then we will bring the unique code. Okay, so is equal to this, and you know the AND formula. You can use text join, whatever you want to use. So I'm just keeping it simple. Then let's say this and inverted comma, um, 0 0. This is just a coding I'm putting. Okay, and then we'll bracket close. Sorry, uh, bracket close, end, and then we will connect the FIFO. Enter. So now you can see each and every stock. Let me just add one more thing here. So we'll just add the hyphen. So now it has created a unique code of each and every purchase purchase inventory. So in every invoice we have purchased something new, and it has created a new code. Now this code will connect directly from everywhere whenever we will check. Okay, so now just keep it as it is. Let me show. I'll show you later how it will connect. Now we had units, how many purchase, how many units we purchased, then purchase price. What we'll do is simply this divided by say this. So it will give us the um, per unit cost. Then we will add here the total cost, which is total purchase price plus total extra cost. And then we will simply keep formula total cost divided by total units. So now this is really important. Per unit total cost. How much is the per unit total cost? Okay. So far so good. Now we need to create the sales. So sales, we'll just copy paste. The only thing which you need to keep in mind, which I already told you. For example, if you are selling only one type of product, for example, if you are selling LED, okay, and in LED you need to find out first, okay, how many you have sold from the first category. LED, first you have purchased, let's say we have purchased LED. So we'll just go here, we'll select here, we'll, let's say LED. So there are 3 times we have purchased LED. So first we need to sell this one, which is, so I hope you understood these two. So let me just hide it. I'll just keep the reference as a FIFO sequence. So let's say these 3 we have purchased, okay? And now these 3, let's say in unit, in this product ID we have purchased 2, in this product ID we have purchased 4, in this product ID we have purchased 4. But as a FIFO method, first we need to clear this one, then we will clear this one, then we will clear. But how we will know that what is the balance of these particular? So for that we just need to keep this format. Let's say we have just sold this, and I'll just copy this. This is our first cell. Okay. Now we need to define how much unit we have sold. So let's say we have sold 2 units. Okay. And but we need to define what are the units we have sold. So we'll go here. We have sold LED TV 42. So LED TV 42 we need to search. We'll copy this. Sorry, the code we'll copy, and then we will paste it in the purchase reference. Now here we need to say, now this we need to connect here. For example, sold units, purchase units, purchase unit cost. So every time we just is equal to, and then X lookup, we'll copy the value, comma, lookup array, we'll go to our purchase sheet and we will link our per unit total cost with our code sequence and enter. Let me just check it. Same LED. Okay. So per unit total cost, we need to connect here. Okay. No issue. We'll just go again. X lookup. We need to bring lookup value this and then lookup array, which is our per unit cost. And then we will connect it with the FIFO sequence. Let me just do it again. Because this is exactly what I did here. In my sales sequence, if you can see the sold unit and purchase unit. If error, X unit table line, FIFO sequence, and then okay. So I just reverse the formula is equal to X lookup value. First, we need to give the lookup array. I just mixed up both the things. We'll go to purchase. First, we need to give the lookup array and then comma return array. So this will give us the value. Now, every time, this 0, 0 coming. So what we'll do is we'll just put if, sorry, we'll just go here is equal to if error, and then we'll go to end, comma 0. It will make a 0. Okay. Now here comes the challenging part. Every time we sell something, we need to define for this LED TV how much we have sold from this particular code, right? So what we'll do is we'll just put right now 2. So it will give us, okay, we have sold 2 unit of this particular ID. The purchase cost was, per unit cost was this, and then we will multiply 2 into this. But we are missing something. We are missing the selling price. So let's say this is costing us 32,000. So I'll just keep it. How much have I have kept here? 38,500. So we are selling 1 unit. Sales. Let me just make it 1. So we are selling 1 unit of 38,500. And here also will change. So this is the only change we need to do. Why we cannot link this and this? Because these are actual, and here we need to link the different kind of stock category. That's why we are not linking it directly. Otherwise, it looks same right now. But let's say if we are selling 3, so it should mention 1 from this category, 2 from other category. That's why we are doing this. Okay. And then we'll link here this divided by this. Again, the same error. So we'll do if error, comma 0, bracket close, enter. Okay, so this is how we need to make our sales sheet. Let me repeat it again. We need to put the date from the sales invoice, our invoice number, the client, the product that we are selling, how many units we are selling. This is from the sales invoice. Now here, for our inventory part, for how much price we have sold, we will put here, or maybe per unit. We can switch formula in between. Then we will. This is really important. We need to keep the reference here. Reference means if we are selling this 1 unit, so how, from which product ID we are selling? We have purchased this one. Let's say we have purchased this LED from Rajesh Electronics, and this is the code. So we have purchased 2 units. Okay. So in 2 units, we have sold 1. So that's why we have made. But now the 1 unit in this product under in this ID under this product, it should mention 1 balance. Okay, we will link now that thing. So we'll go to purchase. Now here you can see that sold unit is there. So we'll just put X lookup or no, not the X lookup. What we need to do is, let me just check it. Sales unit. Yeah, we need to add the sum ifs formula. Why sum ifs? Because we need to count how many we have sold out of this. So maybe one we have sold on 1st July. So it will mention here. Maybe after 3 days we sold. So it should calculate all these things. That's why we are using sum ifs formula. So we'll just go here, sold unit. We need to calculate all the sold units for this category. So we'll just go is equal to sum ifs. From where we need to count, we'll go to sales and sold units. Not from here, but here, because this is our invoice information. We need our stock information, which is we have added here. So we'll link sold units, comma, our criteria range, comma, our FIFO sequence range, enter. So you can see here now that automatically, every time when we created this code, it is linking two sheets from just one code. That's the important thing, linking part. Now we will just put the simple formula, the total purchase unit 2 minus 1 and enter. That's it. So we have linked this sheet from that and that sheet from this. Like it's like a shortcut of doing things. Now comes the important part. We need our main dashboard. So we will name it main. And for the main, we need these information. Not too many, but major information. Because main data should be very simple. So let's say header, inventory status as on, alt HBA, alt HSC, alt HOI. But here we need the dynamic date, so we'll just is equal to today. Guys, do it exactly what I am doing, okay? Because if you understand this thing, you can link any stock sheet, complex one, whatever you want. Because this is really important. Instead of FIFO, you can create the LIFO. Okay. So basically, FIFO and LIFO are the main. I didn't try the weighted average because in weighted average you need to do some manual tasks. That's what I found tricky. So that's why I just kept it LIFO, FIFO. And now we have added our in quantity, our purchase amount, our just make it a little big. Our out quantity, in, out, and balance. That's what we need to show on the main sheet. Okay. And then the stock value. That's it. We will not make it table because alt HBA, alt HW, and then we'll make it top. Now we need our product. So remember we have created this master. We'll just copy these things. That's it. Not the product ID, but main, because we need to show exactly. We can just simply copy and paste this this report and we can give it to management or our main accounts manager. If you are accounts manager, you can show it to management. And then we'll just copy this. And what we can do is, let's just, is it a table? I think it's table. I have created a table. Let's create a table. No issue. Okay, so this is main. And then control T. My table has a header. And we will keep it this one, let's say. Or you can keep it this one. Because it looks different, while navigating it will look different. Okay, so now we will connect in quantity. This table is purely based on sum ifs. So you need to put sum ifs manual, sum ifs several times. Is equal to sum ifs, sum range. Basically, we need to connect our in quantity means purchase. So what is in quantity? This is the in quantity. How many units we have purchased? Sum range, then product name, then comma, and then the criteria, which is our product name. That's it. Done. Now we'll connect the purchase amount is equal to sum ifs, sum range, which is our amount, not the normal amount, but the total cost. Okay. Remember the total cost. Total cost, comma, product, product name, and then the linking of product name. Just remove this. So it is showing 9 pieces we have purchased of 288,250 rupees. Right now I'm just using rupees word. And then out quality. The same way we will link the sales sheet is equal to sum ifs, sum range from the sales sheet. So here we will need the total sales, which is our per unit, not the per unit, but the total amount, comma, criteria range, which is our product, and then we will name as a we'll link from with this. Okay, so now sorry, I need to let me just put it again. It should be the quantity, not the amount. Okay, so some range we need to go to here. We'll just connect the units, comma, the product, comma, our product name, and then we'll just copy this. Yeah, it's table, so automatically it copies. And then we will connect the this sales amount. Where is the sales amount? Here is the sales amount, comma, the criteria range, which is our product, and comma, the product name, which is here. Okay, and now comes the cost. So this we can change from here, purchase cost, from the sales sheet, but the purchase cost. Sum ifs, sales purchase cost of sales. That's why we are connecting from sales sheet. Sum range, the purchase cost of this, comma, our product, comma, this, and then the product. Now here we can just simply this minus this. That's it. Closing quantity is basically in quantity minus out quantity. That's it. But the stock value should not include the profit. That's why what we are doing is we have purchase amount minus the cost amount. And that's it. So we have 8 LED TV pending of the value of 256,000. And this is how we have created our main summary of stock. Now comes the important thing, which will show us the exact quantity which we have, so we can use for our next sale, right? So in purchase, we'll just put alt NVT, which is our pivot table. We will use the pivot table to create this, and then exit. Oh, sorry, existing worksheet. We will go to our main dashboard. We'll just click here somewhere, and then OK. Now what we need here, just the product ID, and then the balance, which is here. This is what we need right now. That's it. What we'll do next is creating a slicer. I hope you love the slicers. It is very useful. And then here we will put the product name. Product. Okay. I'll show you the magic how it will work. We'll just expand it, and then we'll go to slice setting. Not the slice setting. We'll go to size and properties. Actually, see already here. See column 2, 3 columns, or maybe 4 columns. Yeah, it looks fine. So 4 column we have created. Let me just make it 3 because it was going too big. Select this and it will show you, boom. It will show you exactly how many units you have. You can change the name, PRD ID, balance quantity. So what we have done, we have created the masters, we have created the sales sheet, we have created a purchase sheet, we have created our main inventory status sheet, then not the visualize but the connect the data. Add linkings, then we have added formula and connection, and then we have added pivot table. Now it is the time to check it. So I hope the purchase sheet you have understood everything. Let me just repeat it again. Date, invoice of the supplier, not the client. Product, whatever product we are using, the product ID, which we have created using uh, you know, different columns. Like now this is from the masters. Okay. We have created this from the masters. We have added the FIFO, which is our repeating thing, so that we can create the unique FIFO code. And then we have added the units, the purchase price from the purchase invoice, and any additional extra cost that uh, we have added. So let's say 500 for freight and 350 for loading, unloading, and all. And then we have brought the total, and then the total cost per unit, and the total cost. Now then what we did is we have just linked the sold unit from our sales side. So sales is basically is date, invoice, client ID, product name, the units that we have sold, per unit price, and the total amount of sales. You can also add any additional cost that you have incurred, but make it different from the actual. Or maybe you can do this. Yeah, you can just add an additional column for let's say freight charges or any additional thing, and then the sale amount will come. Then we have added purchase reference. This is really important because every time we issue the sale invoice, we need to mention which product ID we have issued or used for this particular sale. If there is only one purchase here and then we issued one sale, then we can mention it single line. But let's say we have purchased here smartphone. Let's say we have purchased um, two here and then two again, and here we sold three. So first we need to use the first in first out method. Do you know? First we'll use this one, and then we'll use we'll do this. But I'm just explaining you. Then the sold units, how many sold? This is manual filling. Okay. And then purchase cost dot automatically we have linked the purchase cost from the product ID. Total product cost is here, and then margin. Yeah, this is we need to learn. So margin is basically our sale price minus purchase cost. This is our margin. And then we will keep the formula of this. We will make it bracket and divide it by our purchase cost. So it will bring the margin, how much we have, into 100. So 7.8%. Let me just check it again. 34,000 minus this into 100. Wait. Total purchase minus, sorry, total sale minus purchase. So this is our actual cost. And this cost, if I divide from the purchase cost, so difference, the profit if I divide from the purchase cost, let me just do it again. So sale minus purchase, let's make it simple, which is 2,500. We have profit of 22,500. Now what we will do is we'll keep the bracket. We will keep it in the bracket and divide by the purchase cost, total purchase cost, not the per unit, but the total. Okay. And then we will just, you can simply go here and then we'll put percentage. That's it. Okay. So far, so good. Now comes the real magic. See, every time when you purchase something, you need to just keep in mind that you insert this thing here. You put the date, let's say 21st July 2023, or invoice of, let's say, INV 0103. We have purchased from Sneha Appliance, and we purchased smartwatch. And again, every time we add new product, you need to update this master because everything is linked. That's why we need to update the masters. So once we update the masters, automatically it will bring the value here. It will create the code of this sequence. See, app app switch smartwatch. So automatically, it will create the sequence of FIFO, first in, first out, and it will product. It will add the product ID and FIFO, and it will give you the unique code of uh, that particular product that you have purchased. And then let's say you have purchased 6 apps, apps, apps which watches, and the total cost was, let's say, 6 into 21,000. So this was your total invoice price, and then automatically it will divide this. And then let's say 200 you have paid for loading, and or maybe some kind of packing charges. And then this will bring you the total cost, let's say purchase price plus 200, and then we'll just divide this divided by this divided by our units. So automatically other formulas will automatically link. Now when we sell, the only thing we need to keep in mind, it is good practice to keep a space and then put the new entry. In purchase, you can fill you can purchase also, you can keep one space, so it looks okay, like this is a separate purchase. Even though it's a table, you can keep one space. So I've deleted, I think. So keep one space and then add the new entry. It's just a nice practice to keep all the invoices separate. In the sales, you must have one space. Let me tell you why. So for example, let me just take this sample sales here. Okay. So this is our sales. We have sold 2 units. So in 2nd July, this is our invoice sequence. And to Gupta Mobiles, we have sold the smartphones, 128 GB. 2 units were sold. But here comes the magic. Not the magic, but the hard thing. We need to mention which we sold. So for that, we will need this. We'll just go here. We will select our, let's say, smartphone, and it will show you Apple 128 GB, 20 pieces are there. So we'll just copy this code, and then we'll paste it here, and then put 2. So, and sorry. X lookup. Let me just change it a little bit. So we need to use the code, not the product ID, the FIFO sequence. This we need to keep. Otherwise, it will not track. So that's why we have created this code, right? So we'll just copy this code, and then we will keep it here. So see, automatically everything is linked now. And then we will go to main sheet. We'll just refresh this. It will automatically see 5 to 3. Here also a smartphone. Total we had 20, 2 sold. So 18 is balance, and this is the cost of that particular thing. So I hope you understood the concept behind this. So every time we do something, we need to keep the proper linking. Every time we sell something, let's just take another example of sales where there are 2 products. Let's say microwave oven. Okay, we are selling this. Let's see. I'm not adding everything. I'm just showing you one or two because otherwise the video will be too very very long. So let's say we have the 7th July. We have sold number 3 to Verma Kitchen, and we have sold microwave oven. But this time we have sold 7 microwave. And let's just go to our main sheet where how many we have. Let's say we have this microwave oven 13. But in this 13, how many categories we have? So we'll click microwave. So IFB microwave 01, we have 6, but we have sold 7. So we need to take 6 from here. So this is the first part, and this is the second part. This is how we need to define. That's why we are using the FIFO method. Okay, so 6 from here, 3 from here. We'll just copy this. We'll go to sales, we'll paste it here, and then we'll put 6 from here, 1 from here. Again, the same thing here in the sales also. 6 from here, 1 from here. The same formula we'll copy. 72,000 we have charged for this and 12,000 for this. So this is why I'm telling you to keep a space so it looks okay. Like if there are, let's say in any next invoice, let's say you have sold more than the the particular category. Let's say here you have 6, but you have sold 7 or maybe 9 or maybe 10. So 6 you need to take from this, 3 you need to take from this, and 1 you need to take from this. So this is how you can show the 10 sales. Let me just show you. Just go here, you put your code here. Here you say 6, sorry, 3 completely used, 1 partly used. So now the quantity will automatically update. How? Let me just change the pricing because 80% loss is not possible. So what we'll do is we'll just go here and 3 into 35,000. Okay. How much is there? We have purchased on 10,000. So let's just keep 11,000. This into purchase cost is 60. Okay, sorry. Purchase cost is 60,000. So in the total, we need to keep it higher because we need to make some profit, right? So let's say 70, just random figure, 70,000, and then let's say 71,000. So this is how we can show the profit. I hope you understanding the concept, right? So this is the importance of this. Now, if we go to main sheet, automatically see our what was the product? The microwave oven, right? So automatically our microwave oven will go 13 purchased, 6 sold, 7 is the balance. So just need to refresh it. Now if you select the microwave oven 13 purchase, how much we have sold? 6 plus 3 plus 1. Interesting. We can't sold 10. Oh, sorry. Here I mentioned more than 10. So just copy this and just paste it here. So now it looks okay. 30,000 is here, so 35,000. That's why it was making me, and the profit percentage was increasing. I was very confused about how it is happening. But make sure you follow this step. You just put the sale invoice detail here, then the quantity here, and then you just mention the code and the quantity. That's it. If you mention these two, automatically everything will update. So this is okay. This is okay. Not the 620%. 10,000 the purchase cost. So we can maximum sale on 15,000, or maybe not the 15,000. 11,000 is okay. Okay. So I hope you understood. What we did is we just put the sales value, then we kept the three different lines, three different rows for mentioning the product code. Why? Because we are using the FIFO method. And in the FIFO, we can see that if we go here, our microwave oven, it was showing us that we did not have the enough product in our first category. It was showing six. So that's why we need to use the another category. And if it is not fulfilling even that quantity, we need to keep one more category. So this is how we are using three different categories for selling. And automatically our sale will purchase because it is directly linked with the purchase sheet. Sorry, the inward quantity because it is directly linked from the purchase. The sale we directly linked for outer qual, and then we'll just out like out quantity, sale amount, and then we are added cost, how much we have used as a cost, and then the seven, let's say seven, what you can say, seven pieces are there, and then the cost we can use maximum is 70,000 because total cost should not exceed this, right? Because cost cannot increase or decrease, right? Cost will remain same throughout the sales. So this is how you can create a amazing stock management system and sheet. You can say whatever you can say. These two sheets are really important. Here, every time you purchase something, you need to fill these details like date, invoice, supplier name, the product you have purchased. Let's say in same invoice you have purchased three or four, but make sure you add all these new type of product in your masters. Okay, that's the only thing you need to take care. And then let's say when you put the product, automatically it will link with the masters. It will automatically create the FIFO number, the sequence. Now here you need to put the manual, how many units you have purchased of this particular product, then the total price, any additional cost, and that's it. Other thing, everything is linked. And then it will automatically add in your inventory schedule. So that the new purchase will automatically show here. So every time you don't need to do any manual task. Just only one thing: when you purchase, these few data point; when you sell, these few data point. That's it. And you can track your live inventory. You can create a physical inventory sheet, and you can check it whether everything is fine or not. So this is how really important to create this kind of stock sheet. So you basically use some FIFO method and you keep the proper track of what is the inward and outward is going and against which product is going again in that particular product. um, you can put different codes, so you can even go further to track the quantity of all the batch of that product. So basically this is the batch, right? This is the batch of product, but in that batch there are multiple products. That's why we have created the uh, this particular code. And again, you can go even further. Let's say you have this code and there are six, so you can name it like this: 001, 002, 003, or A B C D E F G, and then you can put that label on that particular product. So this is physical verification process. I also do the same thing. So the same label I put on the product whenever you do the physical verification of stock. And the same process you can follow for the fixed assets also. Okay, so I hope you understood this, and if any remarks, you can add remarks. So this is all for today, guys. It was little bit complex, but when you understand this, that means you are doing a perfectly linking and everything, and it's like one time effort. The more deep you go into this Excel thing, the more creativity you can bring. And that's why, see, this is how I have created my own stock sheet. So every time something I purchase, I just put these two three things. I just put when I sell, I just put these two three things. That's it, and automatically I can update my sales and my quantity at the same time with using this kind of different slicer and all. So this is all for today. It was little complex, but please do it. because if you will do it, believe me, it will be so easy for you to understand how this linking and all works, and you can create this kind of a powerful stock inventory management system for your own productivity and your proper organization of all the data. So this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we have completed our sixth project. So I'll see you tomorrow with another project. We have completed six projects. Wow, that's great. We have four more to go. So let's see what I bring you tomorrow, and keep learning, keep practicing these things. I will put this sheet also in the Google Drive. You can download this. You can do some try and error, and you can add some creativity, add as per your requirement, because in your company whatever system you are following, you can create and you can modify these sheets, but the fundamental and the flow should be very clear, and the data sets that you want to hit. So these are the things. That's why these fundamentals are so important. You need to keep the fundamentals in mind, how the data is flowing from one sheet to another, and how you want to show on the main dashboard. This is the important thing. Okay. So bye bye, take care, and have a great learning. See you in the tomorrow, then in the new project. Have a great day. Bye bye, take care. This is your friend Divyesh Dave signing off.